Namaste, everybody. Welcome to Smart Yoga. I'm Don, and today I'm discussing a subject that a lot of Christians in particular, myself in time past as well, had a big issue with yoga because I thought it was a religion. So it had been recommended to me to take yoga, and I was like, I didn't say this, but I'm like, on the inside, I was like, I ain't doing that. And I don't know, it was a year or two later where I forget the circumstances entirely, but I broke down and took yoga. And I discovered some things in my very first class that I had no idea. So whether you're Christian, whether you're Jewish, whether you're Muslim, whether you're an atheist, whatever stripe you are, yoga is not a religion. If you think, in the simplest sense, if you think about it, you're breathing, you're stretching, and you're taking just some quiet time to do this for yourself, and then you go home. That's basically, that's basically yoga. Now, anybody can present yoga in a different way, in a unique way. You've got some folks who teach yoga who are atheists, but you know what? I've never been in class with somebody who has said, atheism is the way to go, people, and then they lead you into the exercises, or this is how you want to live your life. And I've taken classes for many years with many different instructors, and they're just dedicated in many ways to providing a good flow in class and give me the space to work through the various postures and interpret them my own way. So this is what I wanted to say, is that no, yoga is not a religion. It doesn't push you to Buddhism. There are beautiful ideas that are just universal ideas. For example, there's a principle of ahimsa. And so what is that, a Hindu principle? I guess so, but I mean, it's associated with that. Ahimsa, which is the principle of nonviolence. And violence, though, in this context, is it isn't just dropping bombs on street, dropping bombs and war and punching people and fighting and shooting. Violence, in this context, has to do with not having negative self-thoughts. Like if you fall out of a balancing posture and you're like, I'm terrible, or I suck at this, or whatever we might be thinking, that is considered a violent thought, a violent action toward yourself. So seeing your negative thoughts, seeing where you're at, is a very healthy thing, and not fighting it. Like if you have an inflated ego, or if you have a deflated ego where you think nothing of yourself, you want to bring yourself into balance, such that if you're believing bad things about yourself, you're also willing to believe good things about yourself, because it's out of balance. So to just believe the one. So in a sense, yoga creates a space for you to see just where you are in your mind and in your heart, and experience if you have forgiveness issues for other people, if you're impatient, if you're perfectionistic and you're like, I've got to get this posture just 1% better, I know I can do it. It's okay to try to improve, but yoga is more about creating that space for you to see more of who you are, regardless of what creeds you follow, regardless of what religion you do or don't follow, regardless of your political none of that matters when it's just about you seeing them, accepting them, and that gives you the opportunity to add to areas where you're weak, or work through areas to remove parts where you're unpleasant, according to your own value system. So I just say that as a helpful hand. I had to get over myself in that regard, where I wouldn't do it. I would not take yoga because I seriously thought this is religious, and it's not. It was happily not. It was something that was just, it was liberating is what it was, and what it still is. It's a very liberating, let me see who I really am. And that's where I found it the most, just develop the processes to do that. So that's what I wanted to share. And leave your comments. Would love to hear what you think about that. I know a lot of folks have gone through that. I know a lot of Christian folks who have gone through that um, process, if you want to call it, where they realize, oh, okay, downward dog isn't another religion. Downward facing dog is physically challenging. And if I close my eyes, I might even get to see more clearly what I myself am thinking and feeling about myself. And that is a good place to be. So, without saying any more, thank you for following along. And I hope you are able to enjoy yoga and just become a better version of yourself. Because it's a beautiful thing. It's a peaceful thing. So there you go. All right. See you on another video. Have a great day.